In this video, we take you through the TransLution standard functions for stocktake. The standard functions for stocktake include three functions: a stocktake replace, a stocktake increment, and a stocktake review. A stocktake session must be opened in SysPro for the warehouse before the stocktake can be performed in TransLution. We begin by selecting the TransLution app and logging in with our credentials. From the Workflow menu screen, we select the Stocktake workflow. This brings up all the function areas available for stocktake. Let's take a look at the Stocktake Replace function. This function is used to count stock in a warehouse using the replace method. Tap on the screen to select the warehouse. The drop-down shows all warehouses with an open stocktake session in SysPro. First, we scan or enter the bin. TransLution validates that the bin exists in SysPro and is in the selected warehouse. Next, we scan the item. TransLution validates that the stock code exists in SysPro. If the item is lot traceable, TransLution gets the lot details. The lot does not need to exist in SysPro. TransLution checks if the expiry date exists. If it does not exist, we are taken to the Enter Lot Expiry Date, else we are taken to the Quantity step. Here we enter the quantity we have counted. TransLution validates that the quantity entered is numeric greater than 0. We are then looped back to the Scan Item step to scan the next item. Here we will scan a lot traceable item. You can create a new lot during the stocktake if the lot does not exist. TransLution will ask you for the lot expiry date. Here we enter the quantity we have counted for the lot traceable item. When we are finished stocktaking, we can click on the X to exit the function. TransLution posts the stocktake to replace the value in SysPro. Now let's take a look at the stocktake increment function. This function is used to count stock in a warehouse using the increment method. As I run through the stocktake increment function, you will notice that the steps are exactly the same as the stocktake replace. The only difference is that instead of replacing the quantity in SysPro, the quantity we have counted is incremented. Now let's take a look at the stocktake review. This TL selector grid is used to view the stocktake and mark the records for recount. The review grid shows all warehouses with an open stocktake session with quantities for each line. You can filter by bin. Here we see all the stocktake quantities captured, variances between the original quantity on hand and the quantity captured. The lines are color-coded to appear in orange if there is a variance, green if there is no variance, and white if the quantity captured is 0. The recount button can be used to mark records for recount. This sets the counted quantity to 0 in the stocktake file and prints this report showing the lines requiring recount. The same increment or replace function can then be used to recount the records required for bin, stock code, or lot combination. There will be no log kept in TransLution or SysPro of which records were marked for recount. The recount report will therefore not be available for reprint.